Let's talk NIL. Name, image, likeness. Nah, I like. Nah, I love. No matter what you think the acronym means, the fact is it's affecting families, especially at the collegiate level, all around. And it's dropping more and more to the youth level sports. So it's so lucrative out there. What are they commanding in the transfer portal? How lucrative is it? And how is it affecting you? So let's go through a little deep dive, a little crash course on NIL and how it can affect you going forward. Money, money, money. This is why y'all be yelling at them damn Pop Warner games. I ain't stupid. Money. This is why y'all be always woofing. Talking about my baby good. Your baby all right. Your baby a man child. Your baby ain't hit puberty yet. If you telling me how good your kid is before puberty, and I look at the mama and daddy and I realize they ain't went through puberty yet, don't talk to me about your kid. It's just the way it goes, okay? You know, a lot of ways you don't want to look at it, but it's like cattle, you know? It's like horse studding. Like, you look at athletes, you can see. It's just like that. So why does that matter? People always like, he good, though. Yes, you can be an outlier, and good luck. It's already an outlier to make it to the league. It's already an outlier to be in this article and get NIL money. You're already an outlier. You want to be a double outlier? Really? I think you're just a liar. You know what I mean? So here's the thing. Love your itty bitties, but just love the process. Love the journey. I know it sounds so corny. I know it sounds so prose and poetic, but it's the truth. Because your kid, if you don't love them for the journey, you love them for the destination, you're setting yourself up for a rude awakening. Me too. Anybody, whoever falls victim to, he gonna make it. He gonna, no. Because they're gonna get to a level where your son is going to be as good as somebody else's son in Idaho, somebody else's son in Louisiana, right? They're going to be good. And then all they're going to do, and they did it to my boy on my team, Columbia football, Rory Wilfork, better football player than me, hands down, not even a conversation. I could take you in the film room. You'd be like, damn, who that linebacker? I like him. But you know what happens? After all that film work, they turn the lights on. They walk out of there, and they go straight from the film room right to the weight room. And then they say in the weight room, we got a height measurer. Remember the old school scales you had to step on? You had to go like this. You know what I mean? And they had that height rack that pulled up, right? How tall is he? How much he weigh? And immediately judgment. It's almost like, oh, let me hear. Tell me about old girl. Oh man, she look like a Jackson. She look like Janet Jackson. No, she don't. She look like Freddie Jackson. It's almost that serious. It's that simple. Like they just, as soon as they say height and weight, immediately something different. Immediately. Oh man, she fine as hell, man. She this and that. She from Compton. Okay, all right. I'm gonna go out there and visit her. Oh man, she fine as hell. She from Columbia. You mean the country? It's just different. So my boy was 6'1", 245. Now he had fake weight, I had fake weight, but he really had fake weight. He was walking around like 210, and one day he was like 245. He just kept eating and all that, and they knew it. But still, 6'1", they're like, we can make it work. That's good. Playing outside linebacker though, more than middle. So you know what I'm saying? If he was 6'4", 6'6", oh my God. If he's 6'6", he going before me. He's 6'4", he going with me. He was better than me. But then they was like, all right, 6'1", 245, cool. We know, they go to every school. They go to Montana State. They be like, yeah, we got that. Outside linebackers playing 6'1". Wiley, get on the scale. Wiley, get on the scale. I get on the scale. 282. How tall is he? 6'4.25". We're drafting him. It's just that simple. No. After that, they walk to the track and they say to run. He ran a 4.59. I ran a 4.61. They're like, no. It's just a formula, guy. Like the DOC said, it's a formula. So basically, here's a formula to how you get paid with all that going on. Quarterbacks, you get $1 to $4 million. Now, even this is not specific because look at the range. It's a $3 million range. And more importantly, some quarterbacks ain't getting a one. They're getting 800,000. You know, this ain't like written in stone and then they send it by fax to every damn team and say, you must pay him $1 million. That's just their average, between 1 and 4. That means somebody else is making 5 or 6. Them Carson Becks out there is making 5, 6, 7. You know what I mean? Point being. All right, if you're a tackle, just like the NFL, you make a little less than the quarterbacks, but you still making some dough. 600 to 1.3. Not bad compared to when y'all were free. Y'all were free 99. Now y'all eating. This is all, if you look at history, if you go off of historical amounts paid to kids, this is all found money, free money. It used to be where you got books and room and board and some free shoes. Now you're getting that and $600,000, okay? Running back, $400,000 to $900,000. Wide receiver, the money position. See how that a little higher than running backs? I don't know why they somebody didn't graduate. They were putting this in order and then they flipped the order book. Do you? It should be tight ends, 300 to 900. Here's one thing. Let me give you guys a cheat sheet. If you got you a kid that's playing basketball, every weekend, let him watch a football game, even if he don't want to play. And then as soon as you can, get him into flag football. Not tackle, just flag. Because a lot of you failed basketball players can play this position right here, tight end. I just saw one. He's not failed. He's playing overseas in Europe. Baller, too. Played high school football, but then college basketball, pro basketball overseas. And I told him, I said, dog, I was just watching you play. And look, he's looking to find a team right now. And I said, well, if that doesn't work, you need to go to an NFL training camp. He was like, man, people keep telling me that. I was like, well, stop listening to people. Listen to me. Go. I remember Antonio Gates, day one. Antonio Gates, day one, didn't play college football. Day one, since he was a third stringer. You know, he just got there undrafted. They put him on the bottom of the depth chart. And I'm the starter. So sometimes most times starters go against starters, you know. And then sometimes you go against the bottom of the depth chart, right? And sometimes it's against the twos, whatever. This was bottom against the bottom of the depth chart versus starters. So I had Antonio Gates like first reps. And I remember sizing him up. I remember talking. I was like, hey, man. I said, where'd you go? He said, Kent State. I was like, oh, okay, cool. Talking that talk, you know, whatever. But then there's segregation in sports, especially NFL. And, you know, offense over there, defense over here, by positions, all that. A lot of discrimination. We love it. So I'm looking at him. He looking at me. I'm looking at him. I'm like, he don't look like athlete. He looked like a big dude. And that was it. I was like, all right, he a big kind of tight end. Say it hut. I'm not lying. That sucker did a wiggle. I remember it. There's two things I remember. LT's first play in practice and then Antonio Gates' wiggle. I was like, that's kind of good for a chunky little dude. What? That was it. All I was thinking is like, whoa. And then he, you know, that first year he balled and then he just kept balling, and it kept getting crazier. But so if you got a basketball player, chances are NBA is the hardest to make. I'm just telling you. Baseball's the windiest, longest road, but you can make it. Basketball, good luck. Good luck to you. You know what I mean? 30 teams, they only keep 15, and the last 5 really be on two ways and all that crazy stuff. Basketball, tough. But you could be an insane athlete in basketball, but not good enough. Terrell Owens, Julius Peppers, Tony Gonzalez, Antonio Gates, Jimmy Graham. But then go to football, and you damn near Hall of Fame, if not Hall of Fame. That's it. Edge rushers, me, you know, us, 500,000 to 2 million. Let's eat, baby. Go get that quarterback. Go get that quarterback. It's hard to find us. It's hard to find 6'4", 6'5", 240, 250, 260 that could bend that corner, get busy, ask the quarterback, who is he? It's hard. Interior D lineman, okay. 500 to 1.5. Ooh, wee. Fat boys eating. You imagine? Oh, now they cute, girl, huh? Now they on campus. Oh, look at him. Who? Pudgy? Yeah, Pudgy rich. Pudgy is now Buddy. Oh, man, running that campus corners. Get your money up. Ugh. Y'all work too hard to only get a meal. Yup. Nigga, I'm saying only. It's relative. 250. You imagine being a corner, you get 250. You on a team with a dude that get $1 million at your same position? It don't feel the same. It don't hit the same, right? That means every time y'all go to pizza, he could buy 4 times and you only buy once. Safeties. What the hell safeties making that much? Same as corners, a little off the top. So that's what they saying in college football. That's the general parameters when you walk around here saying, I'm about to get paid, cuz. I'm about to eat, homie. About to go up there to UCLA, you know what I'm saying? Shoot, get my money off Sunset, homie. Real spit, homie. Eat, homie. I can't imagine an 18-year-old walking up to me talking about, this month I made $100,000. This month. And he still got room and board and all that free. Yeah, it's wild. Beat it up. All right, so who's in these comments right now? Oh, I got to say hi to, number one in the chat right now is Curtis McBride. He said, we can't agree to disagree anymore. It's your either with me or you against me attitude folks have now. That's crazy. Yeah, in general, I get caught up in it too. I'm not going to lie. Most people are not the personality of the internet, right? Most people on the internet are more negative based. They got to talk in extremes, absolutes. They hate you or they love you. That's not real life. In real life, people come up to you. They want to talk nuance. They want to have conversations, right? They want to hang out. They want to meet at the bar. They want to go to dinner. Real life. Even if you disagree, people are like, hey, let's talk a little more. Now, I will say in general, it has changed over the years, right? Because you get rewarded. This algorithm, everybody's into social media. Every 5 seconds you have, you're in a waiting room. You check in. I went to the doctor yesterday. Shout out to my surgeon and my homie and my doctor, Jason Snibby, who hooked your boy up, got me that new hip. Check out my post. I put my titanium hip up there. And then obviously it's next to my natural hip. My natural hip look weak. Like, damn, God, what happened? 51 years later, what's up, God? And they got this man-made titanium up in there. And then I had to put this big emoji because, no lie, I was about to post it at first. And I looked, I said, that's my print. That's my manhood print. I just saw three things. I saw a pole and two balls and one strike. And I was like, no, you can't see that. That's only for Anna Marie. So I was like, no. So that's up there. But the point is, you go into the waiting room checking in. Hey, I'm here to see Dr. Snoopy. Oh, yeah, fill out this paperwork and sit down right there. Cool. You fill out the paperwork, give it back. You wait in a couple minutes on that phone. And on that phone, it's skewed, right? The things that jump out to you, it's all a business, as people know. So it just jumps out to you, the things they want really you to see, the things that's going to trigger you, right? Bad and good. So that's how the game goes. So don't get lost up in that matrix. It's silly. All right. Who else are y'all talking about? Let me give some more love to the chat. I got to do that. Who's number two? Oh, Restream bot. Okay. All right. You should run for public service and get into politics. We need more people in power, impartial, and not influenced by personal feelings or prejudices. Yeah. My biggest attribute will be I am not going to get emotional up there. Y'all not getting me off my square. If I were a politician, I do want to run for office. I do want to run and become the mayor of Los Angeles. I can't lie. I'm putting it out there. I don't know when. Maybe 2028, definitely by 2032. I got to figure out the path and all that. Only thing that scares me, no lie, I tell you what's attracting me to it and what scares me. What's attracting me to it is politicians usually suck. Like, I just, I know enough of them. There's some great ones out there. I love Andrew Yang Gang all day. For all y'all think I'm MAGA, I'm really Yang Gang, but, do you? I like Donald Trump. I've never had a bad encounter with Donald Trump. Say what you want. But, from persona, I don't know all of them. I've met Hillary Clinton. I've met Bill Clinton. But by persona, most people, I met President Obama several times. Got to chop it up with him. Most people, I just know their mental makeup. I know their intellectual capacity. Man, it's the minor leagues. You know why? Because everybody who's really a qualified candidate typically doesn't want to raise their hand and do it, or they get destroyed in the process because they don't have the machine behind them. So you got to have the DNC, the RNC behind you. And how do you do that? You got to play a certain game. You know that game. That handshake game, that smile game, that fake, that game. I don't mind playing that game because it's really sincere for me. But here's the thing I don't, what's attracting me is I know I can beat out them in terms of IQ and in terms of EQ. Like, I'm not going to get caught up. It ain't that serious. Like, I'm here for the politics, but I'm here really to serve the people, and the people come first. See, I'm already sounding like one of them, right? People over politics. I ain't going to let y'all beef. Democrats and Republicans, we ain't beefing. We just disagree and move on. So that's what attracts me. I can actually bring all four corners of the room together, both sides together. What deters me is, Lord, how many dinners I got to go to? My son is 10. He got 8 more years before he out the house. My daughters are 6 and 5. I got 13 and 12 more years. And I'm going, where? Sir, we have a Marcellus. Every morning somebody, my Oha. He's like, Marcellus, wake up. Today, I'd like to debrief you on our itinerary. Tonight, we have a dinner at the Ritz-Carlton. Before that, we have a meeting with the Civic Committee and Commission in Santa Monica. And then from there, we have breakfast at the Waldorf. And I'm like, I wanted to just drive my son to practice. I just want to take my girl to the piano. So that, they rob you of your life to give to the people of service, but at the same time, it got to be that. So I'm just trying to reconcile those two things. Ain't nothing that's going to scare me, y'all. I'm going to do it, though. I'm going to do it. So if it's not, definitely 2036. If I'm still here, God bless. Definitely 2036 because the kid's out the house. But then Anna Marie going to be like, we vacationing. I've been waiting on this time, shoot. And then game don't wait like life don't wait. So, you know what we do on this show, boy. We flow, boy. But before we flow, boy, we check in on your blood flow, boy. Are you guys using VINIA? Oh, my God, what are you guys doing? Let's keep it real, family. Energy isn't about sugar or caffeine. Nah, none of that fake stuff. It's about blood flowing. When your circulation's strong, the oxygen, the nutrients, they hit your muscles, your brain and heart, and goes where it needs to go. What does that mean? More focus, more alert, and you are ready with more energy. So come on, go to VINIA.com/Marcellus. Use the discount code Marcellus10 for a 10% discount. Who's Marcellus? Me. You know your boy. 10-year NFL All-Pro baller. Had to go after it without VINIA, without this real product. Had to use that fake stuff, sugar and caffeine. Good thing is, it got me up there. Bad thing is, pow. Boy, would you crash sometimes in the middle of the game. So now, in the game of life, I have VINIA. You can too. So make sure you use VINIA in your daily routine. I don't care if you're a dad. I don't care if you're a coach or a chauffeur like me. All the above. You need this to be more focused, more alert, and it helps you be on the go. So go to VINIA.com/Marcellus, Marcellus10 for the discount code, and you will get 10% off. That's VINIA.com/Marcellus. It's been a decade plus that I knew that this day was going to come.
Oh, this is not hyperbole here. Because I think the
Time to hydrate. Hydration's the situation, so.